Muskegon Channel. It's Andy O'Reilly. I am at the Norton branch of the Muskegon Area District Library with Allison Purgel. We are here today to talk, well, you know what? We're getting into the middle of summer.
That's right.
Parents are kind of probably running out of ideas of what to do with the kids. You may be sitting there with a little house cabin fever, if you will. Money might be running out a little bit. But the library has got a lot of stuff going on for kids all summer long. Huge list of programs that are happening. And we first of all wanted to welcome you as a sponsor to Positively Muskegon and the Muskegon Channel. And B, let's talk about some of these things that kids can come into the library as families and do and be a part of. And I mean, the library's here for people to use.
Absolutely.
We just got done, the big millage went through, and everybody said we need the libraries, we want to support the libraries. It was a great thing to have happen in Muskegon. Let's talk. I mean, you can come in and get books, you can come in and get media, you can come in and get DVDs and CDs and all that kind of stuff, but there's so much more.
Oh, that's right. And
Let's
summertime, Andy, is really when the library rocks. Summer
Right.
is what we're all about. Summer has always traditionally been a big program time for libraries because we're always fighting that summer slump of the kids not reading.
Right.
And what we're all about in libraries is making reading fun,
Sure.
making you want to do it. And so summer reading is our huge push for the whole year. We've had a whole great season of programs with a couple more weeks to go.
Yep.
Coming up next week will be t-shirt painting at all of our locations.
Fun.
So bring your own t-shirt, or we'll have some extras, and you can paint up your own design, tied in with our summer reading program, which is Build a Better World this summer.
Okay.
All about different things you can do to make your life and your world more fun and exciting.
Give me some details on that.
Sure. All you need to do is sign up at any of your local MADL branches that you go
Okay.
to, and there's a certain number of time spent reading,
Okay.
and you get rewarded for that.
Really?
Yes.
Like?
So, and you get small prizes, and then there's a larger prize at each branch to go into a drawing for. So you
Really?
can't beat it. So for those kids who love to read, it's icing on the cake. You get rewarded for doing
Sure.
what you like to do. But for those kids who struggle with it, and not their favorite thing, sometimes it might be that little push to get them going and keep reading
Keep 'em
all
going.
summer long.
Yeah.
That's right.
Perfect.
And then we have this whole series of programs that goes along with it. Our youth services staff do an amazing job putting all this together. And as I mentioned, coming up next week is the t-shirt painting. And then the week after that, we'll have Outdoor Discovery Center, brings in the animals. And the animal programs are always a huge
Animal. Now, what kind of animals are we talking about
Well,
here?
Discovery Center, it's live wildlife, I think, native to our area, of
Okay.
course, Michigan.
Right.
So it won't be anything like an elephant.
Nobody's bringing in a bear or anything
No,
like that.
I hope not. We'll find out. And then also this coming Monday at the Norton Shores branch, some of the larger branches also have a little bit of extra programming to go along with summer reading, and we'll be doing at 10 o'clock on Monday our Go Fly a Kite program.
Cool.
The kids get a chance to make a kite.
That's something you don't see enough of anymore.
No. and it's-
Kids of today are so video game oriented, and you know, they don't know this yet, but we got our two grandkids in from Seattle, and you know, all the way up here in the car the other day, they're like, can we have a tablet? We really need a tablet, and yada yada. And I'm like, oh, you know what? They're $50 a piece now, so we'll get them a tablet.
Right.
But everything is so electronic oriented, and there's none of that imagination and none of that, you tell a
Right.
kid to go fly a kite now, and they look at you like, what?
Right, and
I don't even know what that is.
And that's one thing about the summer reading theme, the Build a Better World. We're really libraries are really trying to get across in a fun way those concepts that are so important to education, like the science, the technology, the engineering, and the math. And so
Yeah.
we've done quite a few building projects this summer with the kids, and Go Fly a Kite just happens to be one of them.
So that's a great thing.
Yeah, it is an amazing thing. And just a quick plug, as one of the adult services staff, we also have a summer reading program for adults
Okay.
for Build a Better Reader, and you can also sign up for that at any of your MADL branches and get rewarded for reading as well.
Talk to me a little bit about people who may struggle with reading. I recently kind of latched on with Read Muskegon here in town. I think they're a fantastic organization, and one of the things that I'm learning early on with Read Muskegon is that the people that have a hard time reading, especially adults, they don't like to talk about it much.
That's correct.
It's something that is that something, if they came to the libraries in Muskegon, that they can get a hand with?
What they can get a hand with is we can connect them to
Okay.
Read Muskegon.
Okay.
Right, and most of our locations provide space a lot for some of the tutors.
Sure.
We do quite a bit with renting our spaces out to the Read Muskegon tutors.
Cool.
And that's what we can do. If people ask us about or mention that maybe there's an issue with reading or looking for some assistance with reading, we get them the information that connects them up with Read Muskegon.
That's
so
an
they
awesome
can get connected with a tutor. It's an amazing program.
Over the course of the summer, how many programs and I think that this is going to be one of the things that people are a little amazed about, how many programs are offered by the library to keep people coming in and engaged and part of everything going on?
Well, and the system-wide, there's 7 weeks of programming at
Sure.
all of the all 9 community locations. And then at our branch, we add 2 more a week to that.
Wow.
So we do 3 programs a week for 7 weeks.
And this is
then
really this is kind of the biggest branch, if I'm not mistaken?
We are the biggest branch,
Yeah.
yeah, that's correct. So it makes it a little bit different. We have a little bit more staff so we can do some of these extra things. Plus
Sure.
we have an amazing support group, our friends at the Norton Shores Library really help
Absolutely.
us out.
So around the corner back over here today, we are doing a puppet. Talk to me about this puppet
Right.
workshop.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. This puppeteer allows the kids to give an idea. It's kind of like almost like impromptu theater. They get a chance to mention what they want the story to have happen or what they want a character to do, and he incorporates it into it as it goes
That's
along.
fun.
Yeah, really gives them a chance to use their imagination and
Absolutely.
make the program go the way they want to.
So as the summer continues on, are there a few more things that you'd like to
Yeah,
mention?
one of the things I wanted to mention is we're always looking for interesting community collaborations
Okay.
with the library. And one of the things that the Norton Shores branch is doing is coming up this week, this Friday and Saturday, for the 4th year in a row, we will be doing the Muskegon County Garden Club's annual Standard Flower Show.
Fun.
And this is a juried in a way, you might want to say it is a judged flower show. It will have floral arrangements as well as horticulture, which means fruits and vegetables that
Cool.
are grown by people in the area. And it goes on, it'll be Friday the 21st from 3:30 to 7.
Okay.
And then Saturday the 22nd, July 22nd, 10 to 2. It's open to the public and free. And what's nice about it is we get a lot of people who come in because they're interested in the garden show, the flower
Sure.
show, and they, check out the library because
Yeah.
they didn't know. And then vice versa. Everybody who have our regulars who come in, we can say, hey, have you checked out the flower show? And you might want to take a look at it. And it's kind of fun because they always do, it's called Books in Bloom.
Okay.
And they always do, the flower show arrangements have to be designed to a theme. And so they always tie it into something to do with books. And this year happens to be cookbooks.
Okay.
So it'll be a lot of fun to see how they incorporate those things.
That is a great thing.
Yeah, it's free.
What else?
And then coming up next Saturday.
She's got it all. She brought a list. She's very smart.
But
You're always
coming-
welcome to bring a list. If you find yourself with me on camera, bring a list like Allison's got it going on. She knows what she's doing.
But next Saturday, July 29th, we're also collaborating with the Lakeshore Camper Club.
Okay.
They came to us earlier in the year, actually kind of the end of last year, and they wanted to get their camera annual competition going again
Yeah.
and show. And so we thought that would be another great opportunity to bring people in. And this will be the second one. They did one in February, and then this upcoming Saturday, July 29th, that will be 10 to 6 p.m. And they'll have quite a few photographic images on display.
Sure.
A lot of the photographers themselves will be there, so you have a chance to meet and greet with them. And I believe they even have an opportunity to vote for the People's Choice winner.
Oh, very cool.
So that's kind of fun.
You got a lot of stuff going
and
on.
the flower
here.
show does that too. They have a People's Choice winner too.
Wow.
So that's kind of fun to take a look and walk around. Another big thing that's happening here at the Norton Shores branch is we do an amazing concert series throughout the year.
Really?
It's called the Maddle Thursday Night Music Club. And
Okay.
it's on Thursday nights. And it's free live music here in the library.
Like Motley Crue or something?
Well, not quite that crazy, but we have a lot of fun though,
Yeah.
and we get good crowds. And in the summertime, we take a break in the summer, but we always do one concert in July, and
Sure.
we do it outside in the front yard.
Okay.
So if you're driving by Seminole Road on Thursday, July 27th, you'll see us all out there. And it's always our summer concert always features Muskegon's country western favorite band, Silverado.
Oh, awesome.
And, yeah, they're a lot of fun, and people will dance on the sidewalk. You'll see everybody line dancing, and the friends take an opportunity with this summer concert to thank everybody who's library supporters and everything. They do a little picnic. They'll grill hot dogs and
Nice.
have watermelon and things.
Who knew all this stuff was going on?
Oh yeah, we are
Full
very
steam
busy.
ahead, huh?
That's right. Summertime is our time to
Absolutely
really make
incredible with
things
things
happen.
going on.
Everyone thinks that we're going to quiet down because the school year's over.
Right.
But it's actually the opposite.
Absolutely the opposite. What else? We got more?
Let's see, what else is coming up? I also want to mention, if you can't make any of the events that are happening in the library, Maddle's always available to you 24/7
Sure.
through the website, and that is madl.org.
Yep, we'll link that up right here.
Right, and then you have access to, you can see what's in the collections, you can request books and things like that, but also you have access to our digital resources such as Hoopla and Freegal, where you can download music and movies and audiobooks, and ebooks. All those kinds of options are available to you 24/7. So even if you can't get in, and as we always say, the digital books and ebooks are available to you. Account for summer reading. Sometimes people
they do?
think,
Okay.
it has to be. No, we're open to
Whatever it
anything.
takes.
As long as you're enjoying something that's been written, we're happy
Incredible
about it.
stuff going. Still using the Dewey Decimal System?
Oh, we sure do. For
Okay,
the
well,
nonfiction.
don't want to let that go.
That's right. No, don't want to forget that.
Can't have
So
that one end up
we
out of the picture.
Still use that.
This
so.
is a huge schedule. It's just incredible the amount of stuff that you've got going on. I've told you 100 times. I'm guilty of not knowing everything that goes on at the library. I should do a better job of staying ahead of stuff, but it's a lot.
Right, it's a lot, and people, sometimes forget. And
Yeah.
we're not just about books. We're about helping you out with.
Oh, come on through. Don't
come
mind
on,
us.
yeah.
Yeah, it's either people using the library right now.
And we're about people getting access to resources. Maybe you need some help finding something, locating something in the community.
Sure.
We talked about connecting to Read Muskegon.
Yep.
But also sometimes other senior services or other services that are available that people just aren't sure how to
Yeah.
to make those connections. We assist with that, and
I think
we're
there'll come a day
busy.
where I'd like to see all this stuff that we've been doing over the last couple of years on Positively Muskegon and the Muskegon channel. I don't like to glorify the work we're doing or anything like that, but there will come a day where all of this is a living archive of what's been going on in Muskegon for the last couple of years, and the people that are making things change and making a difference and making this community what it is. I hope someday that all of these are archived digitally. They're all up on YouTube and everything like that, but this is my little corner of history that I can leave in Muskegon, of the people and the places that mean something to me and all of us. So,
Right.
maybe someday you'll have the NDL Corner over there, and it'll just be playing video after video after video.
Nonstop. And one of the funny things is, you talking about that, I just read a really good description of what public libraries do today.
Sure.
And I'm sort of paraphrasing here because I don't have it in front of me, but basically they were saying that they keep access to information and access to art alive and free
And
for
it
everyone.
really
and that
is
is really
very important.
What our goal
I'm a
is.
big arts guy, everybody I make the Motley Crue joke a little bit earlier, but arts are so essential to people, and it's so important to keep that element alive and well and inspired in young people. It really is, because without that, we're just kind of machines.
Right. Right.
We need to be. Anything else we want to touch on?
Let's see. Just once again, you mentioned at the beginning talking about the millage passing.
Yep.
We're still so thankful for that. We really appreciate all of our supporters. It's going to make a real difference for us. Things
Good.
are already turning around. One of the things that our regular users see all the time is this seems like a small thing, but we've just switched from our DVD collections to locking cases.
Ooh.
Before we had this really antiquated, had to have a separate case for taking something out and a separate case for displaying on the shelf and switching them out and
Yep.
everything. And it seems like a small thing. That was a very expensive process.
Sure.
Those things aren't inexpensive.
Right.
And we finally got our collection here, about 4,600 DVDs here at the Norton Shores branch alone. Finally switched over. Other branches will be coming along as time goes on, thanks to things like the
Awesome.
millage passing, and the other much bigger things are happening, but that's something that's sort of on the ground level that people are seeing right away. But we're moving forward with our technology assessment of where we're at and what we need to do to get things moving, and that's in operation right now. They're working on that. And then also we've just finished our strategic plan, which will be very exciting, and a new 5-year strategic plan has been finalized, and
Glad that's
giving
done.
us some guidance for the future, and
Yeah.
we're looking forward
I've been
to
through
it.
those a couple of times. Not always the best time.
It's a
Not
mo-
always the highlight of your working
It's a
day.
moment to look at what you're really doing, and sometimes
Exactly.
that's tough. But,
Exactly.
I think it'll really help us in the future.
We'll put all the links right here. The Muskegon Area District Library. It is a busy summer down here. You're awesome. I mean, I could have you on once a week to talk about stuff. She comes prepared. That's a librarian for you, though, right?
That's right. We try to be. It's amazing what we might not remember, though. So
Practice
that's why I
what
have
you
to write
preach.
it down. That's
Perfect.
right. Exactly.
All the links are right here on the Muskegon channel. Allison, thanks so much. Thanks again for being a part of what we do. We certainly appreciate it. All the links are here. Get down to your local branch of the Muskegon Area District Library and support them and support these programs. Keep coming, and they'll keep bringing them.